Hey there, Casey Gray from The Conscious Builder, and on today's video, I'm going to show you how I organize myself for each project that I begin to estimate. There are a lot of things to consider when you're planning a renovation or a custom home project. And even for myself, after being in this industry since 2003, I still miss and forget things. But what I've done is created a system that will help me stay organized and make sure that I miss as little as possible at the end of the day, right? I'm still human. We're going to miss things. And what we're going to do is assume that I have a good set of plans to price from. I often get asked to quote projects off of concept drawings, and there's not really any details that I can get proper quotes from with regards to the subtrades or even suppliers for that matter. So we're going to assume that I have a good set of plans and maybe a good set of details of what's required for the project for the purpose of this video here. The first thing I did was create an estimating template that I can build the estimate off of. Now I use a program called Buildertrend, which I've shared in previous videos, but if you want to download a free template in an Excel document, you can check out the link in the description below. From that estimating template, I created a document called Project Details, and I created sections that match the sections within this estimate. And when I get the green light to move ahead with an estimate from a customer, the first thing I do is fill in this document. I gather all the information that I have and I put it in here. The reason I do this is because often the information is spread out all over the place. I've been given information in meetings, over the phone, through emails, maybe in a separate document, or I'm pulling information from the plans. And there's no way that I'm going to be able to remember all of this if I rely only on my brain. The truth is I have multiple projects in my head. I'm talking to our current customers. I'm talking to potential customers. I've started conversations with somebody else who's maybe thinking about engaging us. There's no way to keep all of that organized just in my head. And that's where this document comes into play. The next step though is once I've gathered all this information and put it into this document is I then need to start reaching out to people to give us quotes, whether it's suppliers or subcontractors. And once again, if I tried to rely on my brain to remember who I reached out to and who got back to me and how I've compared those quotes, it'd be impossible. So that's why I've created something that I've called a quote tracker. So not only does this remind me of who I need to reach out to, it also helps me stay organized for who has gotten back to me and helps me make sure that I've compared apples to apples if I'm getting multiple quotes on something. So after I've received and reviewed all the quotes, I then enter them into the estimating document that we talked about at the beginning. That is a very simplified version of what I do to organize myself and put these estimates together. And yes, it may seem like it's fairly quick, but this could easily take 3 to 4 weeks, not because it takes 3 to 4 weeks of solid work. It's because there's a lot of back and forth. So there's a lot of upfront work, and then there's a lot of back and forth between maybe subs and suppliers and verifying things. And then once you have everything, then you put some more work at the end of it to put it all together and make sure that you got everything. And often I realize that I missed something and I'll have to go back and then it gets added. If this has been helpful for you and you want to dig a little bit deeper into topics like this and get a little bit more information, we've started working on something that we're calling the Conscious Builder Academy. And if you want to learn more and stay informed on when we're going to be launching this, head to consciousbuilderacademy.com.